don't know if you consider yourself to be a bold Christian or not. I think it's easy to be sort of insecure as a believer about being bold for Christ, being bold for the cause of God. When we think about, martyrdom, the people, all the brothers and sisters who have been burnt at the stake, who have been killed in religious persecutions, who are being persecuted today. And then you wonder, could I do that? Could I stand that firmly? Could I be that serious about my faith? How bold do you need to be as a believer? And I think I have something of a little bit of a help for you if you had that thought as a believer. How about you don't really have to be bold? Okay, so that's just a simple morning thought for today here. How about you don't need to be so bold as a believer, but you simply need to trust the Lord for who you are. And that's really the simple truth that I want to just bring out today. Because once you are comfortable with who you are in the eyes of God, and once you are progressively learning to live as that person, you are in fact learning to stand for all the things that matter in the eyes of God. Now, I don't know if that's intuitively understood or not, but it's very true. As we are looking unto Christ, as we're looking into the into royal law of liberty, and we're finding who we are through the eyes of God, justifying us and loving us so much. As we're learning that, we are in fact learning also what are the things that matter for God, and then you learn also to stand for them because they become important for you, and you're too troubled to not say that's wrong. Like legalizing suicide is wrong. Legalizing, drugs is wrong. Hating, like racial hatred. Okay, let's say it's wrong. You say those things because you realize who God is and who you are in God's eyes. Not because you're courageous, not because you want trouble, not because you're not afraid of trouble, but because these things matter to you so much. And then you say, this is the truth, and this is where I stand. And then actually from the outside, you seem as though you are so very brave. And you would reply to someone saying you're brave. You would reply, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't think I'm so brave. I just know who I am, and I stand for the things of God, as I am a person defined by Him, and I do agree with Him. And this is the key point, I think, in Psalm 11, verse 1. In the Lord put I my trust. How say you to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain? So the enemy and some well-meaning friends also will say, don't take on this issue. Just run away from it. Just pretend. Just hunker down. Just don't say you're a believer. Oftentimes we hear this voice, but if we are, okay, here it is, in the Lord I put my trust. Okay, so if I am learning who I am in the sight of God, if I am learning to walk with that day in and day out, then actually what happens is I will not be able to not stand up for some things that matter to God, and I just lose that ability to sort of hunker down, and I will say, maybe at the most inopportune times, I am actually who I am by the grace of God, and I need to stand. And it's kind of like Martin Luther. I love that line. Here I stand, I can do no other. And I'm trusting God's mercy, and that's it. And I love that thought, because that is actually the courage of the believer that's needed. We need to know who we are in the eyes of God, and then we stand for the things of God. And that's actually not about being brave. That's actually who we are. So that's just some food for thought for today, and God bless your day with that.